Hi there, I'm Laura here from Get Organized HQ, and I talk a lot about decluttering. And one really important part of maintaining a clutter-free home is really paying attention to what you're bringing in to make sure it doesn't add to the clutter. And I want to share some ways that you can still treat yourself without adding to that clutter. And as a bonus, many of these things would make great gift ideas for someone else. Probably the number one clutter-free treat for yourself or someone else would be experiences. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out of the way right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna give you some lesser known ideas later as well. So experiences are great because they literally like you have nothing, like you don't have anything in your hand, but you get to keep the memory. And this could range from something as big as like traveling out of the country or to another state or something like that. That's more of an investment and requires more planning. But there's also lots of things that you can do probably close to your home. Just spending time outdoors at like free places like parks or going on walks or hikes can be a lot of fun. Going to restaurants and eating out. You can go to the movies or different shows or plays and things like that. I also really enjoy going to the zoo or even museums. Another one that you might not think about is like you pick berry farms are fun, or like we have like apple orchards around here where you can go and there's all sorts of little activities and things like that. And one of my personal favorites for both myself and my kids is You Pick Flower Farm. It's just so beautiful. It's so fun. We get to pick all the flowers, and so that's one that you might not have thought about. Now, speaking of the You Pick Flower Farm, on a related note, you can just buy yourself flowers. Now, I know we often think of treating someone else to flowers, which is also a great thing to do, but you can totally just go to the store, and often, like at the grocery store, there are beautiful flowers that are only $5 or $10 for a colorful bouquet. And the thing about flowers is, like, no one keeps these. They are supposed to die after you pick them, and you'll throw them away. So they're just not going to add to the clutter, and they can really brighten up your space and kind of brighten up your day for a very affordable price. One of my personal favorite ways to treat myself is with digital books and audiobooks. So like Kindle version books that I can read on either my actual Kindle, my iPad, my iPhone, something like that, or all sorts of audiobooks. And if you're on a budget, this is great because apps like Hoopla and Libby usually connect to your local library and let you get all sorts of both digital books and audiobooks and even some video content completely free. And this is something, like, it is just such a treat to sit down and enjoy a book. And I would encourage you, if you don't feel like this is much of a treat, a lot of times I myself am wanting to always do something else while I'm listening. So I'm like, okay, let me fold some laundry, let me wash some dishes, let me get some steps in while I am listening, which is great, and you can totally do that. But if you want a real treat, just go sit down and just sit for 30 minutes and let yourself read or listen, and it really does feel like a treat. I really enjoy different types of online classes or even learning subscriptions. So places like Udemy and Skillshare that have a lot of classes available for me to take for one low price, or different online classes. And these are great because learning something does not cause any clutter. And I especially like to focus on the ones that are going to help me use up what I have. So if I already have supplies for a certain craft or like gardening supplies, I will watch a course on that, and it will usually motivate me and encourage me to use those supplies. And I find that it's just so fun, and it's even like a step up from just listening to an audiobook. Now I can be active and I can be doing like a hobby or learning a skill on one of these platforms. Now, speaking of learning, one of my favorite memberships that doesn't add to the clutter, it actually helps you eliminate clutter, is our very own GOHQ Insiders, where we give you lots of motivation. We start every year off with a decluttering challenge, and there's even like prizes and certificates. We give you access to a lot of tools and inspiration for getting your life and home more organized, and you can check the link down below if you want more details about that. Now, if you want something tangible to hold in your hands that is a thing but won't cause clutter, consider something consumable. This is the type of thing that is designed to like be used up. So it's not like a trinket that stays forever. So this would be things like any kind of food, especially think of like specialty chocolate or something like that, like a treat, or things like lotions and bath bombs that you're going to use up and you're going to need to replace them. And so they're not going to cause clutter. And I will tell you here, like candles are another one. One of the things that we can tend to do in this category is we get these, either we get them for ourselves or someone gives them to us and we're like, oh, it's really special, I don't want to use it up. But I would encourage you, use it, like enjoy it. And if you use it up and you want another one, you can always get another one. But sometimes I feel like we just sit these like in a special place and we're like, I don't want to use the special bath bomb until, I don't know, and then it's like 2 or 3 years later. I've even done this where it's so old that I'm like, I don't even trust that thing. I'm gonna have to throw it away. So just use it. Start with what you have. Like if you have nice lotions and bath bombs and luxury products on hand that are gonna make you feel special, start there, use those. And then once you've done that, you can treat yourself to new items. Spa treatments are a great way to make yourself feel special. And again, there's nothing tangible here, not gonna cause any type of clutter. So things like, obviously like a massage can be very relaxing, hair treatments, facials, all those kind of things. And then my personal favorite is to get my nails done because I feel like once I do that, I'm gonna be looking at them for the next couple of weeks and I'm gonna feel really happy. So you can get your nails done and things like that. And there's gonna be absolutely zero clutter. This is one that a lot of people at first think, that's not for me, I couldn't afford that, but I encourage you to think twice, and that is house cleaning. Like there is no better feeling than to hire someone and have them like deep clean your entire house. It just feels amazing. And I know a lot of times we think, oh, well, that's only for people who have way more extra money. But I would tell you, for me personally, it costs less to have someone come do all the cleaning chores that I hate, like our floors and our bathrooms and dusting, than it does for me to take our family of 4 to eat at Chick-fil-A, literally. So I would personally prefer to forgo 1 or 2 times of eating out and instead enjoy having someone do those deep cleaning tasks that I always put off and I really don't like. And then it feels amazing to walk into a completely clean house. That's another thing that on my own, I have several bathrooms and I would rarely get around to cleaning them all at once. Like I would clean one today and then one in 3 or 4 days. And when I hire someone to clean, it is all done at once and just that really cool feeling. So that is another great one. And of course, not only does it not cause clutter, it probably is going to encourage you to clean because we all clean before the cleaner comes because you want them to have a surface, like you don't want stuff all over your floor. You want them to be able to access things so they can really clean. And so usually it actually encourages you to straighten up as well. Now, if you haven't been following this advice and you've actually been acquiring a lot of things that are contributing to clutter, I highly encourage you to watch my very short and to the point reverse decluttering video that will show you the quick, easy, and most painless way to get rid of your clutter. Just go ahead and click the link down below.